and welcome. My name is Nicolette Britsky. Thank you so much for being here. I am an on air lifestyle host as well as a lifestyle and beauty expert and contributor. I wanted to give you a little bit of information about who I am before I jump into some really helpful tips that will help you do a fabulous job on camera. I have learned these tips just by doing from working on live TV to even doing some producing of my own TV segments, and uh, putting together a list of both information, tips, hints, and just things to kind of keep in mind as you prepare to go on camera or if you are looking to start a career in TV. I think that this information would be very helpful to you. So I have my list here. I'm going to check it in a second, but I want to give you some more information about who I am. So, like I said, my name is Nicolette Britsky. I'd love for you to follow me on social. You can find me at Nicolette Britsky. It's Brycki is my last name. I have been on TV since I want to say 2013 or 2014. That was when I had my debut on QVC as an on air guest host. I've been on QVC over 300 times, presenting items from beauty mirrors to Skechers footwear to actually shapewear, loungewear, and hosiery. I also do my own segments on TV. So that means that I conceptualize my topics and I basically produce my segments and then I host my segments on TV. And they fall under the lifestyle and beauty categories. That is where my specialty lies. Through the years of doing TV, I always tell people, and I like to think that TV is, though you can go to school to learn TV, you really don't know how to fully do TV until you are in it and you are doing it. Like anything, having that hands-on practice, that real life experience that you can almost feel. I mean, that's kind of what prepares you to get bigger and better and grow and improve. But in the meantime, if you're just starting out, or even if you're, doing some work on TV, I'd love for you to consider some of the information I'm going to share because I think that it will all around generally improve your performance on camera, and it might make you think a little bit more about the way that you are working on camera or whatever you are doing on air. So let's start with tip number 1. Now, this is something for me that I not only see TV personalities do, it's something that I also like to keep in mind when I am working on camera, and that is to avoid any dead air. So it's good to have 3 to 5 talking points, up top here. I mean, I kind of like am picturing what that looks like to fill in the gaps when there is the possibility of a dead air moment. Dead air when it's on camera could be 1 to 2 seconds, but it actually feels like an eternity on video, on live TV when somebody is watching. So it's a lot different when you're just kind of person to person in reality, but on camera, when the cameras are rolling, just a couple seconds feels a lot longer. So just be aware of that. And if you are working with a professional host, the tendency of having that most likely won't be there. But if you are working as a guest contributor, it's also your job to fill in that dead air with information. Okay. So tip number 2, you really want to sharpen your listening skills. You may have the tendency to talk, and want to talk some more, but if you're not a good listener, you won't flow with the host. And it really is the host's job to lead the way, and for your job to then follow the host. Okay. As a guest contributor, you also need to follow the flow of the host while getting your points in. So this takes listening skills, knowing your content, and the ability to think on your feet. You also want to think in sound bites. So this is helpful because content on air just sounds better when it's colorful, a little shorter, a little bit more punchy, to the point. Try to avoid those filler words like the ums and the uhs. It happens. happens to me, happens to the experts, like, the top paid professionals that you see on national TV. If you listen to them carefully, sometimes they have those moments, but you want to be mindful of your language and watch yourself on video, uh, several times if you can, to listen and learn. In terms of style, wardrobe, solids are always a good choice because they don't mess with the camera and it's not too busy. Make sure your clothes are ironed. And then, the camera most times will capture you from the waist up. So, again, be aware of that sort of window that the camera is going to capture. Your makeup. Now, I am also a professional makeup artist, so here's some tips coming from a pro for you. You'll need some more color on your face when you are on screen, because even just a little bit of makeup can look like you don't have a whole lot there. When I'm on camera, I like to load up the foundation, especially the concealer, to really brighten under my eyes. Because typically you'll be waking up really early because TV starts super early. A good amount of bronzer or blush, or even like a little bit of like a spray tan, I think looks really nice on camera. Lashes go a long way, as well as lipstick. Hairspray is your best friend. Make sure the hair is sprayed down so you don't have any kind of those, crazy flyaways. No time for doing this on camera. And here's another one. This is diet. Not so much your diet, like what you eat on a daily basis, but I have found that it is crucial to know what makes you jittery or anxious. So if having like a big coffee could get your heart racing, might not be the good option before you have a live, TV event. Sometimes also having an empty stomach can make you feel a little bit queasy or on edge. So I have found that having a happy belly myself makes me feel more composed, more comfortable, more at peace. And then my focus is not on my stomach, but more on my, what's up top here. Work with your nerves. Okay. So we all get a little bit nervous before going on live TV. I like to stretch, stand tall, smile, look in the mirror, and just kind of give myself that positive reinforcement that I'm going to do amazing. And then last tip for you, you want to know your content and rehearse it out loud. Get your mouth to be familiar. I know that sounds almost funny when I say that, but get your mouth to be familiar with the movement, with the feeling of the words that you're going to be using for a particular topic or segment that you might do. When you're on live TV, 3 minutes goes by like this, and 30 seconds, it goes by so quickly. So that's not the time to be fumbling over your words. Make sure that you're used to the vocabulary that you're going to be sharing. You know what the topic is about. You are ready with the information to present, so that when it's time to present, you're not thinking about all those things. You're thinking about doing an amazing job. All right, so those are all of my tips for you. If you're planning on going on camera, once again, you can follow me on social at Nicolette Britsky. And I hope you guys have an amazing time at this conference. Thanks so much.